What's a dinosaur?
You're just a dinosaur.
Don't be a dinosaur, buddy. And you're a dinosaur.
What does a dinosaur mean? What's a dinosaur?
In this video, I'm going to explain to you the definition of dinosaur, why sometimes I call you a dinosaur, why I say this is dinosaur behavior, and why sometimes it's okay to be dinosaur. This video is about dinosaur behavior. You see, years ago, I was at a coaching course, and the instructor in the middle of the course was referring to coaches as dinosaurs. He said there are coaches who behave like dinosaurs. They do things that should go extinct. They do things that are no longer relevant. They have not kept themselves up to date. Therefore, these coaches are dinosaurs. That stayed in my head, in my unconscious brain. And then maybe 3 years ago, when we were creating TikToks, I sat behind the table and I looked at the camera and said, all of you guys have had a dinosaur coach in your life. You all have at least one dinosaur coach. What's a dinosaur coach? When you ask them to explain, they say, no, you have to do it because I'm telling you. So when you ask them, coach, why should I do it? They would tell you, because I'm telling you to do it. A dinosaur coach is someone that thinks he can set the rules for you, but then the rules do not apply to the coach. This is a dinosaur. So then that video did really well, and a lot of people, most probably you too, were affected by it. So then I used the word dinosaur more. And then I started to give names, different types of dinosaurs. For example, we had, are you ready? The boot raptor. What's a boot raptor? What makes you a boot raptor? I'll give you an example. We are not going to show the player. Number 4, center back, long ball, bounces, he's not under pressure. Why would you do that? Why? Play forward instead of kicking it high. That's the difference between deepest option and just clearing it. And most of you are boot raptors. What else did we have? Nervosaurus. A Nervosaurus is a dinosaur that when he goes to training, he does really well. But when he goes to games, he becomes nervous, cannot play. That's a Nervosaurus, and most of you are Nervosaurus. So we had so many names. And then the definition of dinosaur became much more wider. It covered so many things. So I started to say that's dinosaur behavior. So how do dinosaurs behave? That's a behavior of a dinosaur. For example, if we had a player who turned up to training with energy drinks and chocolate bars, and I swear I'm not making this up, I've seen players turning up to training with McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC, and of course pizza. And hey, if you come to my training with pizza, don't put pineapple on that. We've talked about that, yeah? Or, for example, I want to lose my belly, the final 2 kgs, but I'm having muffins and croissants every day. That's dinosaur behavior. You do things that are stupid. Then I decided to create a page other than Alliance. What do we call it? Dinosaur Park? Jurassic Park. No, we don't do Jurassic Park. I called it Mehran's Dinosaurs because all of you guys are dinosaurs. Everybody has a dinosaur inside them, and you're mine. Therefore, we created Mehran's Dinosaurs, the brand. We are now completely covering everything in Alliance, from playing shirts, training shirts, caps, water bottles, backpacks, footballs. We make the best footballs, and of course the socks. And this is not to advertise to Mehran's Dinosaurs. I'm just telling the full story. So then I turned one video, which was you all have a coach who was a dinosaur, into a brand, and I'm proud of it. It's okay for you to be a dinosaur, but know when it's not okay. For example, any old beliefs that you have, challenge them. Is it right? Am I doing the right thing as a footballer and as a person? Is my friend inviting me to do something that's dinosaur behavior? Always follow the facts. If you follow the facts, you're going to be less of a dinosaur. What a dinosaur. You, yeah, what a dinosaur.